The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
Welcome back to Classic Car Radio. I'm Keith McDonald. I'm here with Mike Carano,
Hey.
Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron. We're back. And I announce this again because we're the second half. Some
Right.
people might just be tuning in or only watching the second half of the video.
Right.
Right? So you got to do that. Anyway, we're going to jump into some quick auto history if you don't mind.
Yeah, just real quick, let me get
go
something
ahead.
in. Jesse,
Absolutely.
can you bring up the Sebastian Muscle Car page on Facebook real quick?
Yeah, give me a few minutes here.
Yep, no problem.
Come on, Mike.
Tom Minnick from Sebastian Muscle, he's got that 57 Pontiac.
Yep.
They just did a photo shoot. It's going to be in Street Scene magazine,
Really?
the June issue. That's it'll be out May 30th.
Okay.
It's a 57 Pontiac
Right.
Chieftain,
Chieftain,
with an LS3 in it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's on the Sebastian Muscle Car Facebook page. The car itself
Yep.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, I saw the picture you put up.
He sent me pictures of the whole shoot, and I can't send them to Jesse right now, but
Yeah.
it looks pretty good.
Good.
57 Chieftain.
Yeah, I saw the picture when you made fun of me for putting a Can-Am up there.
Yeah.
Can-Am is a
There's
rare
actually somebody
car.
in Sebastian that has a Can-Am.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I wish I could
she's
see that.
had it since
Way back?
I think her father had it new.
Oh, okay.
And each time she went to a car show, any shirt that he got, he held on to.
Really?
Well, when he passed away, what she did was she sewed all his shirts into a huge blanket.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it looks unbelievable. It should
Really?
be like
Huh.
one of the cover photos, Jess, if you're in that.
Really?
Yeah, if you just go to Sebastian, right there. Keep going down. Keep going down. No, the other way. Up, I mean it.
That's a lot of work.
The radio
Keep
people
going.
are loving this right now.
Right there it is.
There
The
it is.
Pontiac Chieftain right
Beautiful car, huh?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. So that'll be
Wow.
in the June issue of the Street Scene magazine.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first time Mike has ever gone on and on about a Pontiac.
Yeah. Well, until I get mine running.
Yeah,
there we
right.
go.
Yeah. Yep.
It
there
is
we go.
running. I just got to say it is running. It runs pretty good.
Good. That's
So now the next thing is, body work.
yeah.
Then I'm just going to bring it to Todd's house and drop it off.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, because he's got nothing to do
Yeah, no
over
kidding. He's just getting
Getting
bitten
deep
by
now.
goats and stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
there. Now, what I might do,
Todd, are you okay?
what I might do is I might just take the car apart, right? Bring Todd a couple of fenders, bring him a hood. Say, hey, listen, when you're done, let me know. How long would it take to do a fender?
No kidding.
Like an hour?
Gotta
Right.
do all the body work, prime
That's
it,
the
block it.
funniest thing ever.
And then when you're done, you want to take him to the house and he wants to put it on and make sure it's all adjusted.
Right. And then,
He wants the inner wells done too.
Door-to-door service.
he won't let me use his paint booth, so I'm going to have to, have him
Right.
paint it, right? I
Right.
can't do
Yeah.
it.
Getting deep over here.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Do your history.
History?
Yeah,
Okay.
go
I'll
ahead.
do my history.
Your history.
Monday.
Go
Okay.
ahead. What do you got?
May 2nd, 2000, 19-year-old Adam Petty, son of Winston Cup driver Kyle Petty and grandson of NASCAR driver Richard Petty, the iconic Richard Petty, who was killed after crashing into the wall during practice at
Loudon.
Grand National race at Loudon, New Hampshire International Speedway. It was a very sad thing. I think the 19-year-old kid, he's just breaking into racing, and
Yeah.
from a very prestigious racing family. And the weird thing about it is that an older driver, Neil Bonnett, who had retired, decided to do another season, come out of retirement.
Yeah.
And Neil Bonnett was doing TV. He did all the Winston Cup races back then.
Right.
Nice guy, too.
Yeah.
And he went back into it. He hit the same corner and got killed in practice, the exact same corner that Kyle Petty did. So they actually investigated that track.
Neil Bonnett
Neil
got killed?
Bonnett-
No,
got
Neil
killed.
Bonnett got killed in Daytona, bro.
No, he didn't.
It was
He
in
got killed
Loudon?
You sure?
I'll bet you $100.
Yeah, I don't bet money.
No,
I ain't betting anything.
dude, that's where I live. That's my track. That's
Oh,
where I went to.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Neil Bonnet died in the same exact place.
I didn't even know
kidding.
Neil Bonnett
Dale
died.
Earnhardt died there.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was still alive. I had no
No,
idea.
he's gone. He
Oh,
just
okay.
was killed.
Him
Came
and
out of
Earnhardt were like
retirement.
buddies.
And, What's that?
Him and Earnhardt were
Yeah,
like
they were
buddies,
very
yeah.
close friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they both got killed.
Yep.
I think it was turn 4 too. I really do.
All
So
right.
turn 4, Neil and Dale Earnhardt died in turn 4.
Right.
Anyway, May 2007, Chrysler again announces it's selling 80%. Well, it's Daimler Chrysler. They sold 80% to a private equity firm, Cerebus Capital Management, for $7.4 billion. That was back in May of 2017, May 14th. Also, May 14th, 1969, the very last Chevy Corvair rolled off the assembly line. And
I mean, they weren't bad cars.
no, they were bad when they started. When in '65, they fixed all the suspension problems that were causing them to spin out and crash because they had independent suspension. And they had so much trouble, they were telling people, don't inflate the tires more than 24 pounds or something.
Oh, really?
But the engine was back there. The rear tires,
Yeah.
the front tires are fine. But the rear tires, don't inflate them beyond this. And it was way too low. It was the only way to keep them on the road is to lower the tire pressure.
Gotcha.
So anyway, they fixed the problem, and then in '65, after they had fixed the problem for the '66 model, Ralph Nader comes
Ralph
out
Nader
with
came in.
Unsafe at Any Speed,
Right.
a book all about how these cars are unsafe, but keying on the Corvair, the Corvair, and keyed on that, and then nobody would buy them anymore because of that book. And the problem was that they had been fixed, and they were actually a good driving car.
Right.
They even didn't they put a V6 in there at one point, or
I don't know.
turbocharged the 4-cylinder or something?
Yeah, I think
They had a
one model
performance
had, I
one.
think it had turbo.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called.
But anyway, they lasted till '69, but the book really killed that car.
Yeah.
It was a fun little 2-seater to drive around in, rear engine, kind of based. Well, they kind of stole the idea from Porsche.
Yeah. When the first auction I went to up in Kissimmee, the Meekum auction, they had like 4 of them go across the
At the same time,
yeah, one after the other, and the people just weren't. And the guy was saying, "Listen, I'll give you guys $1,000 if somebody takes it."
really?
Yeah, and I think they had 2 of them. I think one of them was the high performance one. I think it only sold for like $2,500.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a nice car. It was a convertible.
You know
It looked
something?
really
They'll go
good.
up in price. They'll definitely go up. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because you don't see them anywhere.
Yeah, but you're gonna see them come out of garages and barns and all that. You're
They're
gonna
out
see everything. Yeah, they're out.
John has one. The guy with the vehicle reviewer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's got one. All
Yeah.
right.
The thing about that was air cooled as well, right?
Yeah.
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 Yep. John Ferrero.
And their belt routing is like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised the thing stayed on.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah, it goes this way and this way down over.
Yeah, he
Lots
got
of
this
fun.
One, he got this one out of I think it was like Arizona or Phoenix or something like that. He got that car out of.
Oh yeah. So it wasn't rusty or anything.
No.
All right, May 15, 1942, FDR put 17 states, put them on eastern states because they're more populated, put them on gasoline rationing for World War II, the beginning of World War II. And then by the end of the year, FDR had the entire country on rationing. So you thought it was bad in 1970s? Well, you guys weren't really driving.
Yeah, 1980s. I was working at a gas.
80s too, yeah.
Working at a gas station, you had to look at the plate because you only come out on odd and even days.
Right, odd and even. Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that. Yep.
Steve wasn't even born yet.
I was born in '76. So.
Unreal. The 73 and 4 gas crisis when OPEC shut us off, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
73, 74. I think it was more 74. Anyway, May 16, 1958. This is our last one. Executives from the Detroit-based automotive giant General Motors dedicated the new GM Technical Center in Warren, Michigan, which cost them around $100 million, or that would be $500 million in today's dollars. So $500 million for a technical center. And I wonder if that's even still, it's got to be in existence.
It's got to be there.
58, that wasn't that long ago. 70 years, 60, 65 years, whatever.
I don't know. Dude. I know the building might still be there. Who knows if they're still doing
who knows
anything.
what they're doing. You could look that up pretty easily, but I probably won't. So, we got some time. We want to hit a tech talk real quick.
Oh, you want me to do a car show before you start?
Yeah,
with
go
the
ahead.
tech
Do a
talk?
car show. Do a couple of them.
We talked about the Father's Day car show on June 8th, and that's at the Roseland Church.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
And also, the Indian River County Sheriff is having a car show and food truck festival. Same day, Saturday, June 8th. This happens all the time. It's from 11 to 4. Early registration on that one is $30. They're giving out prizes, and it goes to a charity for the Indian River County Sheriff.
I'm sorry, where's that one again?
That's in, where are they doing that one? I think it's right at the county sheriff's office.
Oh, okay.
Right at their, wherever, what is it, right here in Vero. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
45th Street.
45th Street,
I
somewhere
think,
around there.
yeah.
43rd and 41st.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Right, yeah.
4055 41st Avenue.
There
They're
you
going to
go.
have it in the front parking lot.
Yeah, no riffraff. You go right next door.
Right.
Yeah.
Walk you right over
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's like when they used to call the guys, hey, you want a trip, you got to show up. And then they'd
Right.
show up and there was warrants out for them and we'd lock
Right.
them up. That
Lock
was
them
nice.
up, yeah.
And then,
They did that up in Boston. They did Red Sox tickets. We got Red Sox tickets. And
right.
you guys won. These guys won. And they'd show up for the tickets and arrest them.
And also, Barefoot by the Lake Car Show, June 23rd, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
625 Barefoot Boulevard. Registration starts at 8. You can pre-register, and that's for $20, and then $25 the day of the thing. And that goes from 11 to 3. You can contact cvobarefootbay@gmail.com for that.
That one, you don't really need an address. You just go down Barefoot Boulevard, and then you're going to run right by it.
Right
You can't
into
miss it. So you don't really need to even know where you're going. Just turn down Barefoot Boulevard when you get to Barefoot Bay and Miko. And
Right off
there you
US
go.
1.
Yeah. And that's it.
There's more, but
What
we
about
got
the Summer Crush Winery?
the summer.
do
I
that
think they
one?
did that already.
Oh, was that last
That was
weekend?
last weekend, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, good.
So you could do your tech talk, or we could go to
No, we're
commercial.
going to go to commercial, and we'll come back, and we'll do a whole bunch of tech talk, and then probably go home and eat dinner or something.
There you go.
You know?
Go to
Okay.
Todd's house for goat.
Yeah, goat. They have a goat stew tonight.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
on the menu. Okay. We're Classic Car Radio. We'll be right
okay.
back.
Upgrade your roof and get quality at affordable prices with Scazzari Roof Services Contracting and Consulting. Scazzari manufactures its own standing seam metal roofs in heavy 24 gauge, up and down the Treasure Coast and Space Coast, only using U.S. steel. Only need a repair? Repairs are guaranteed for 3 years with Scazzari Roof Services Contracting and Consulting. Don't be sorry, call Scazzari.
Enjoy Riverside Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Come out this Friday and Saturday night at 6 and 8 p.m. for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Warning, you may laugh until it hurts. Kickstart your evening with live entertainment, food, and drinks at Live in the Loop. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
Wounded Waters is hosting its second annual Offshore War Fishing Tournament on May 25th at Causeway Cove Marina in Fort Pierce. There'll be cash prizes, side pots, and the first 100 boats get a free bucket. The Wounded Waters Offshore War will also be hosting a Kids Land tournament that morning. Join us at the Wounded Waters Fishing Tournament May 25th at Causeway Cove Marina, Fort Pierce. Register now at woundedwaters.org. Discounts for veterans and first responders. Visit woundedwaters.org.
Heaven's Best Carpet Cleaning has been serving Indian River and Brevard County since 1993. Do you have carpet stains that keep coming back? Do you have tile and grout that looks dark and nothing seems to brighten them up? Do you have spills or grime on your couch or recliners? Well, Heaven's Best can solve all of these problems at a very reasonable price. We guarantee our pet-safe solution will dry in just 1 hour, so you don't have to wait before you can start walking on your carpet again. They also clean Oriental and area rugs. Just call Keith at 772-643-6999 and schedule your cleaning today.
Hey, welcome back to Classic Car Radio, where we're melting down between...
A lot of stuff goes on in between commercials.
But they don't know that.
Those
They don't get
commercials
to
are
see.
running and stuff's happening around.
It's like Vegas. We don't tell what goes on
Yeah,
during
yeah,
the commercials.
You just never know what goes on behind the scenes.
It's really a kind of a poison thing. You think you get bit by that goat and blood poisoning or something.
It's now immune to goat venom now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good now.
Yeah, I'm good. I've had all my serum.
There you go. Ready to go.
A little goat's milk, too.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, do your
All
tech
right, let's
talk.
do some tech talk. And I noticed I put some really fancy font on here for you guys.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just to make life more exciting for you.
Go ahead.
All right, Joe from the internet. And the reason he doesn't want to tell us where he's from is because he's afraid Steve is going to go kill him. But anyway,
Always me.
guys, hey guys, I watch your show every week on YouTube. It's a lot of fun, and I appreciate your Tech Talk Q&A. So he has a question. He probably said that, so we definitely answer it for him. I have a 76 Mustang 2 Cobra that is leaking antifreeze onto the passenger floorboard. I'm assuming that's a heater core. And if I'm correct, then is it a difficult job to perform for someone with limited mechanical experience? I'm very handy, but I have not done much mechanical work on cars, I guess. I have a heater core located for $48. Thanks. So
YouTube
it. That's right. YouTube it. Right? YouTube has everything.
Yeah, I'd rather
Everything.
do a heater core in that car than the newer Mustangs, let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Oh, man, the whole dash thing's going to come out.
But these are easier
Yeah.
on the Mustang too?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
They
yeah.
should just unbolt.
Yeah, try to find a 76 Ford factory service manual, maybe at the library, and check hidden bolts holding the case to the firewall. But that's 76. Yeah, you can find those at a library if you want to go to a library.
yeah.
But YouTube,
Sure,
just
yeah, they sell
YouTube.
YouTube.
They sell manuals there, but yeah, YouTube is anything.
Yeah.
You can download the.
But if he lives in Florida, just bypass it. You know,
That too, yeah.
You need defrost.
Sometimes you need the defroster.
Yeah, it depends on
You
where
know.
you are.
You can download the shop manuals now.
Right.
But you can also, like I use YouTube to look up like antidotes
Wax
for
on,
goat
wax
bites.
off.
Yeah.
Goat bites antidote, and
Yeah.
look at it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
You
like,
want to learn how
you
to
gotta
feed
like cut it and
goats.
suck the
Yeah.
blood out where the goat bit you.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was snakes. I'm sorry.
That's a small car, right? The Mustang too. That's a
Yeah.
little.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a little one.
It's kind of neat that it's a Cobra though. I wonder if he's in the area. He didn't say where he's from. He's afraid of Steve, of
That's
course.
what the from what I remember, Charlie's Angels. They all had those little.
Yeah,
Mustangs,
they had
right?
the
Yeah.
76, 77 Cobras.
Charlie's Angel.
So we got another guy too, Mustang Mark. He calls himself. Doesn't say where he's from. Probably afraid of goats too, I bet. I have a 78 Mustang 2 Ghia, and it has a 4-bolt lug pattern. I want to drop a 302 in it. I was wondering how much horsepower can these stock axles handle before I have to upgrade.
About half throttle.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they're that bad.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Really? So he's gonna have to change out that rear end
I think a lot of guys use the Ford Fairmont rear ends. Would
for a
that
Mustang Ghia.
You'd probably have to cut it down.
cut it a little bit? I know guys were using them on the
It's
Falcon.
a Mustang too, though. 'Cause
I know-
It's
Yeah.
another small one.
Yeah, because on the Falcon, I think a couple of guys used to put the Fairmont or what I think
Yeah.
it was a Ford Fairmont rear
Because
end.
the
Yeah,
Fairmont had a
yeah.
performance model, and it did have that rear end in the
Yeah.
performance one. Why anyone would buy a Fairmont performance car, who knows? But they did sell them.
Yeah.
If your Mustang has an 8-inch rear
like
end,
a
it'll
U-Boat.
handle roughly 300 horse. And if you're not brutally abusive with it, if it has a 6.25 rear end, it won't handle much more than a stock V6. So you're right, Todd.
Yeah.
That's good. Yep.
Good answer, Todd.
Just be
answer.
cool.
That's it.
He's probably test tried that out, is what it is.
So if he dropped the 302 in there with, say, basic intake, like maybe a Holly on an Edelbrock intake, and then a dual exhaust, will he break 300 horse? You think on a
I don't
302?
think so.
I don't know. Close.
Probably
Maybe
about
280.
Yeah, as long as he ain't dumping the clutch
275.
and putting slicks on it, it'll last a while, you know.
Yeah, and you're not doing
Yeah, whole shots.
whole
and
shots
stuff.
out of it.
Driving like Todd, everything will be good.
So you can technically, he could find the 8, if he's got a 6.25, he could find an 8-inch rear end, and that would work.
Yeah,
As long as
absolutely.
he's not abusive, like it says.
As long as it fits, you might have to cut it.
Right.
That's all.
No, if it comes off another Mustang,
Oh, that's different.
yeah, it's probably for the Cobra.
Cobra.
I would think that this is a Ghia.
Yeah.
But the Cobra probably had the 8-inch rear. When you think, because the Cobra did have a 302,
Yeah,
the later
so-
model.
Yeah, they would have one. You
You
get
could even
one
check
out of
the,
that year. It'd be
yeah,
more
Ford
beefier.
Explorer rear
It's
ends,
going to be
too.
very rare though to find that.
Yeah,
That's for
good
sure.
luck on that.
Yeah.
And Steve said Ford Explorers too.
Yeah, because it's a short
Really?
wheelbase on the back.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, that might work. Yeah.
Because I know they use
That
those
would
for a lot.
really handle more, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
and
Yeah.
the Ford Explorers on the V8 ones, I think they got 8.8s in them.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right, there you go. You're in luck there, buddy. You're going to measure that rear end, Mustang mark, and then find out what you got. And there's a lot out there possibly that you could find.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, right here in Vero Beach says, guys, I have a 65 Malibu, has a Power Glide transmission. That's the 2-speed, of course. So it's probably stock, but it's missing the kickdown linkage. I've got the pivot that bolts to the back of the motor, but it's missing the rods. Is it okay to run a P-Glide without the kickdown and not burn it up? Well,
Yeah,
what does he
manually
mean?
shift it.
Can he manually shift it?
Wouldn't it be the same as
Yeah, it'd be manually shifting, and it just won't downshift if you punch it.
Right.
Right,
You have
yeah.
to manually downshift.
You'd have to manually. That's
But no,
all.
it's not like he's talking about like the detent kickdown for like the $700 and all that.
The kickdown, when you step on the gas and it automatically kick down to the lower gear.
But like the $700, they call it a kickdown cable too, and then detent. But if it's not adjusted right, you'll burn the tranny up quick.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, the Power Glides now won't do that.
Yeah, it's just like, it would be just like a turbo 350 or 400. You'd have to
Shift it, yeah.
manually shift it down.
Wasn't the Power Glide really popular with drag?
Yeah.
Drags? It's
Very
just
popular
a
because it was 2-speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, endless first gear.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I used to, my very first car.
Pontiac?
No, it was a Chevy Impala 63.
Wow, nice.
283 with a Power
You
Glide.
should have kept that one.
Convertible, I know.
I thought I was gonna say you go.
Convertible.
Yeah, you go.
Nice
Yeah.
car.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Brian, there you go. It's just you can shift it around, but be careful. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got for time?
Yeah, time.
We got
got
plenty
chances.
of time. Tim, way up in Vieira, says, guys, one of the things that I noticed when I bought my '63 Falcon, boy, a lot of Fords in today,
Yeah.
is the paint is all gone below the gas cap.
Better than Pontiac.
Yeah.
The first time I filled it up, I understood why, as the auto shutoff did not work until there was gas already spilling out of it. Does anyone else have this problem, and is there a way to correct it? And any thoughts on how I can protect the paint below the gas cap?
The only way to really correct that,
Yeah,
because it's the position of where the Falcon gas tank is.
right.
I seen guys move the filler into the trunk,
Yeah, okay,
and that stops the gas from coming out
right.
Yeah, reposition the filler to a higher spot.
higher
Is
spot.
is the filler on the fender, or is it is underneath?
I know
is it underneath
the
body
I
panel,
think it's in the rear body panel
like
in
a
the back.
Mustang, like the older Mustang.
It's at the
fastback.
back panel.
It's in the rear
Rear
Right.
body panel.
rear body,
Behind the
right below
license
the
plate,
trunk
or-
lid. No,
Yeah,
it's above the
Oh, it's
license
above
plate,
license
below the
plate?
trunk lid.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's
Above
different.
the bumper and the tag, and
Right.
below the deck lid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the rear body.
But yeah, a lot
I'm
of
trying to picture it, but
they sell a kit that you could do, because we were going to do it with the Falcon that we had,
yeah,
and just move it, the filler cap into the trunk. They sell a kit for it
yeah,
to stop it
yeah.
from coming out.
there you go.
Because that even happens on my wagon, my Nova wagon. If I fill it up too much and I make a turn, it'll come out the side.
You guys remember what the cars, the GM cars, like the A bodies? A lot of times, they fill up behind the license tag,
Right.
and it was pretty low. That
Yeah.
filler. I had on my GTO. They would my '72. The gas. You ever been behind someone and the gas is like gushing
Shooting
out around?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gushing out around
Yeah,
the
all
tag.
the Camaros, the Chevelle,
Yeah,
oh,
Buicks,
yeah.
all that.
Back in the old days, someone would fill up. Oh, I got a lot of money. I could fill up my car right to the top.
Right.
So they top it off, and they're driving down the road, and gas is just gushing out. Detroit did nothing about it. They did nothing.
No, they
You know?
didn't, it
So-
doesn't matter. It didn't matter to them.
Anyway, for the
Gas wasn't
63, the
quite all
tank is
gallon
more or
back
less
then.
flat to the bottom of the trunk, with a filler neck that's just above the tank,
Yeah.
through the trunk, into the rear panel of the trunk. The venting is in the neck. It does not work the best. So slowing down the fill rate would help some. That's when he gets that splashback.
Yeah,
It's
but
also knowing how much fuel is needed. If it's a 20-gallon tank, then and it's a quarter full, you might want to slow down after you get about 10 or 12 gallons. That doesn't make sense. That makes sense. Or don't fill it to the top, of course.
Drive
Right.
fast, take
Yeah.
chances, right, Todd?
All right. So
Yep.
thanks very much for listening. We are Classic Car Radio. We're on every afternoon, Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. right here on WAXE, The Patriot. And we'll see you next week. We are out of here.
107.9.
Right.
We're out of here.